What's up, fellow humans? Namaste. Today, I just really quickly wanted to touch on a message that came to me last night in a meditation. I've been meditating on this all day, and I just wanted to share it with you all. So, I was in a meditative state, and the question of who am I came up, and I've asked myself this question for years now, and it always comes back down to just as simple as I am, and that's it. To a state where I no longer question it, but I'm completely secure in the state of just being and being nothing, not adding anything to that phrase. I am Leo, I am this, I am that. Just I am, right? But last night, in that state, in that state of just pure beingness, if you will, a very powerful message came that said that all that appears before me is not real. The experiences are real, but the story is not. And it took me a while to... Well, what's tricky about that is that immediately a part of my mind wanted to grasp that. And the moment that I wanted to grasp that, it flew away, like it vanished. And then there was wanting to grasp it again and try to understand it. And another part of me felt like it spoke. It's not really speaking. It's just a knowing that said, there's no need to grasp it because I already know it. And I know it because that's what I am. And it's kind of tricky. You see, the mind automatically wants to comprehend things. It wants to understand things because it automatically wants to explain it to someone else, or explain it or reinterpret it and explain it again. And the tricky part is that this can't be explained. It has to be experienced firsthand. And even saying that it has to be experienced is wrong terminology, but maybe I'm just limited in language, and I'm not able to speak about it the way that I would love to. But it's just this, that behind the thinking, behind all the movement of the mind, behind all the activity of my emotions, there is a watcher. There's an observer. There's a presence that watches all of this. And you see, the mind thinks, and I used to believe that I was the thinker, but behind the thinker is an observer of the thinker. And it could get tricky. It could get tricky here because language is truly limited, and I can't really sit here and explain it with words and have you grasp it, because that's just impossible. But what I recommend is to sit in meditation and simply watch your thoughts. Now, there's going to be a point where you're going to give your attention to a thought, and that thought's going to carry you away, and you're going to daydream, and you'll no longer be meditating, but you'll be sort of in a standby state, kind of like a computer that just goes on standby and just plays random pictures or whatnot. But the moment you realize that you've been in standby mode, you can step back again and watch the mind just think. And it's going to present more pictures and more thoughts and to try to get you to go into its realm. And the moment you do that, you've stopped being yourself, and you've fallen trapped into this illusion that we call reality. And reality is just presenting itself in front of you and wanting your attention. And many of us have already given ourselves to that, and we believe that that state is real, but it's all an illusion, all of it. All of it. Yes, my family is real, and yes, I have these experiences with them, but they come and go, and these bodies are going to fade and die. All of them are going to die. And what survives? There is something that survives, and that's what I am. And from that state, or that, I don't even know if state is the right word, but from that place, there's no fear of death, because the body truly, and I've heard this thousands of times, and I try to understand it, but the intellectual mind will never understand that from that state, it's as if my body is a jacket or a garment, is what I've heard them say, that you are going to just remove and you're going to take on a new one, and that's it. And I didn't think that something like that was real, but from being in that presence, or perceiving the reality from that presence, it's all clear. It's all clear. There's an infinite self that just is, and it is everything and nothing all at once. And that's what I am, and that's what you are. But I can't tell you that. You can't trust me. You have to see it for yourself. Go in a meditative state. Watch your thoughts, and little by little, that mind is going to be pushed farther and farther and farther away, and you'll realize that mind is just a tool that you use to experience or to move in this realm, in this reality. And what you are is the quiet observer, the watcher behind all that activity. And all that activity isn't real. None of it is real. There's only one ultimate reality, and that's who you are out behind all of that activity. And that's it. Anyway, so remember, this is what the message was, is that the experiences are real. Yes, you are experiencing all of this, but the story is not. So the things you tell yourself, the stories you make up, the things you remember, the things you record, none of that's real. It's all just going to die with you. With the body, I should say. It's going to die. But the eternal is going to move on. And those moments, those highlighted moments, the moments of joy, the moments of bliss, those things that really impact you and impact your spirit, those are the things that you're going to be carrying with you to the next life. And there's peace in that. There's peace in that. Anyway, peace, everyone. And namaste. See you tomorrow.